Good morning and welcome to the new edition of Frontiers of Knowledge. Well, a few weeks back there was a ransomware attack and that affected France, Russia, Ukraine, Spain, United States, England and a host of other countries. And it was very appropriately named WannaCry. Do you want to cry? People thought it to be an act of Russia, but there was no proof of that. Some thought it's some private hacker, like Anonymous. FBI is investigating, and so is MI6, and so is Syria, France, and so are other countries. There have been various theories, and one of the theories is there's a new crime syndicate, cyber syndicate, which is operating on the lines of mafia, and some people think it's a branch of Cosa Nostra, based in Italy, who are increasing or diversifying their activities now after murder and smuggling and drug into cyber ransomware. Well, a few weeks passed and now again an attack has been there, and this is hitting countries across the globe without any discrimination. Amazingly, this time Ukraine and Russia are the biggest sufferers. According to Microsoft, this attack originated in Ukraine, where the hackers first attacked Amidoc, a tax accounting software company. And then, within a few hours, the attack spread to 64 countries. A Slovakia-based security company called ESET also said that the first attack was through Amidoc. Now, Amidoc denies it. They say that it was not through their MFAs. But what is ransomware? This ransomware is a system where a virus attacks your computer system. The first attack of this nature was reported in March 2016 by Kaspersky, and who found that this type of ransomware attack was absolutely original. Nobody had ever seen it before. Photographs and the videos of the attack showed a message of red color on a black screen, and it read very clearly, "Oops, your important files have been encrypted. If you see this text, then your files are no longer accessible to you because they are encrypted. Perhaps you are too busy looking to recover your files, but do not waste your time." There's a Silicon cybersecurity firm called Symantec, and they confirmed that this ransomware called Petya, that was the first one, as I said, in March 2016. And Petya was infecting computers at least through one exploit or vulnerability of the computer system, and this was called Eternal Blue. After March, in April, a mysterious group of hackers called shadow brokers, who use the hacking tools used by the National Security Agency of USA. So was there some connection between NSA and USA in 2016 when Obama was the president? We don't know. And the leak was confirmed by a mysterious group, and this was used once again in May when WannaCry spyware, ransomware spread, And that attack was in 150 countries. Hundreds of thousands of the computers were affected. You see, this ransomware is one of the most popular forms of attack today. It typically begins with attackers sending in the victim's email that a link or a file that appears very innocent, very iniquitous, very harmless. And then you open the link and you are not aware that link is a dangerous malware. You open it, email can be from your friend, it can be from your son, it can be from your uncle, your close friend, your employer, your boss. Of course, all are fake. So once you open the link or the attachment, your computer is infected. The program encrypts your computer and all the files, folders and drives on the computer. In some systems, the entire network, in case your computer is connected to a network, becomes infected. And then a message comes to you demanding payment in exchange for unlocking the system. And the payment is not through national currencies, it is through Bitcoin, a form of digital currency. Question is, are people paying? Yes, they are paying. The security agencies have identified the Bitcoin address to which the payments are to be made. And the payments are ranging from $300 onwards, and in one case they have been $3 million. As of day before yesterday, that is till Wednesday morning, 45 people had paid in the latest attack. How many had paid earlier can be guessed, but nobody can be sure. And can you believe it? The email address sent by the attackers has been shut down. Amazing. And that removes the possibility that attackers can restore a victim's access to the computer network even when the ransom is paid. So it has become a plain daylight robbery. You are asked for a ransom, you pay the ransom, and then, even then, your computer remains inaccessible and infected. What we do not know is who is behind the attack. As we said that the intended target originally was meant to be behind Ukraine, and we assume that Russia is doing it. Assume. It was alleged, without an iota of proof. But the very fact that the Russian agencies themselves are victims just shows that it is more of a propaganda than a reality. The original Petya ransomware was developed and used by criminals, and variations have been sold to the dark web trading sites. Now what the dark web is, we'll take up in the next episode, because there's a major issue which is going to affect. Dark web actually is going to be much more potent and pervasive than the internet is. Now, darknet sites are accessible only by using browsers that mask a user's identity. You don't know who the user is. So, the cybersecurity researchers cannot track it. But as I said, all the investigative agencies of all the major countries, G7, G8, G20, and so on, are investigating. And mostly they are coming to a conclusion that a new syndicate, independent by itself, is emerging, or it's an offshoot of mafia, Cosa Nostra, or whatever you want to call it. But basically, this is an international gang of criminals. And since the tools used are NSA, it's presumed that the brain behind is directly or indirectly connected with NSA. And if that is so, then it's a dangerous thing. And it's dangerous especially for USA. Because NSA knows all the secrets of Pentagon, of FBI, of CIA, of the Treasury Department, of the navigation system. The whole economic activity, defense activity, and all other activities, banking, can be brought to a halt in case the people so want. And then in that case, if they penetrate the security system, they will not demand $300 or $300,000 or $30,000, $3 million. They might go into billions of dollars, thereby wrecking the complete country. But as we said, there is no clear evidence who is behind the attack. The second question that arises is, will there be collateral damage? Yes. Ukraine and Russia are the most affected. There have been reports from Asia, but by and large, Asia has been saved from this disaster. Europe, USA are suffering apart from Russia and Ukraine. So this seems to be concentrated on the countries which are either Russian aided or enemies of Russia. Now Ukraine is enemy of Russia, or are highly advanced, but not the developing countries, not the rising economies. Now this is amazing. India, China, Brazil, South Africa, they have escaped the attacks. The Semantic, who are the cybersecurity people, they believe that in USA alone, several dozen organizations have been affected. And cybersecurity experts say that WannaCry, the ransomware which came in February, infects computers using those weaknesses and vulnerabilities that are the central nerve of a computer called a kernel. Now this kernel is so central that it can be likened to the nervous system of the human beings. And it makes it difficult for the antivirus firms to detect it. It has also the ability to take advantage of a single unpatched computer on a network to infect all the computers on a network. That means that even those systems that are updated after the WannaCry was released are potentially the victims of the attack once again. So, vaccines don't help. You may be attacked once, you pay the ransom, you may be attacked again. You pay it again, you may be attacked the third time or the fourth time. There's no limit. The criminals are not known. And not only you are not sure whether you'll be paid or not, there's every possibility that, as I said earlier, that you pay and then even then your system is not restored. Now, is this something which can be protected against? The security experts are still very hesitant about saying that. But one thing definitely is there, that this sort of computer pandemic is dangerous, potent, and it's dangerous from various points. It can destroy the financial system, thereby wrecking a country. It can destroy the defense system, thereby making it a weak target for its enemies, internal and external. It can also be used to promote lawlessness, drug, prostitution, name it, and that's there. Safeguards, practically nil. The only safeguard can be that do not depend on any email that comes to you and do not open it. You might lose a lot of business, a lot of contacts, a lot of information. But that's still worth the game. Because you don't know from where the email is coming, even from a trusted source, even when it's very sign protected, you can be sure that it can be a fake one. It's like the letters being sent by the grandsons, fake grandsons, asking for money. So, this sort of a new epidemic of computer virus, WannaCry, Petya, is symptomatic of the shape of things to come. How horrible that future would be can be imagined. But the situation is definitely a bleak one, and that's why the agencies the world over are trying. We are clear that the original criminals are undetermined. We know the economic systems are in danger of collapse, and the fear of collateral damage is extremely strong. Think about it. Take care. And thank you.